Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Super English Talks. This is the channel where we help you learn English and improve your life with easy ideas and simple words. I'm really happy you're here today. Today's topic is motivation versus discipline. Which one do you really need? Maybe this has happened to you before. You wake up in the morning and feel lazy. You want to study English, but you don't feel like it. You say, "I'll do it later," or "I'll study when I feel ready." But days pass, and you still don't study. Have you ever felt this way? Most of us have, and that's why this topic is so important. It's not just about learning English. It's about life. If you want to be a better student, a better speaker, or even a better person, you need to understand motivation and discipline. What most people think. Many people think they need motivation to get started. They wait for the perfect time. They wait to feel excited or inspired. But guess what? Motivation doesn't always come. Some days you feel motivated. Other days you feel tired, bored, or busy. So, what happens on those days? Do you give up? Do you stop learning? That's where discipline becomes your best friend. What is discipline? Discipline means you do what you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. It means you show up every day, take small steps, and build good habits. With discipline, you don't wait for motivation. You just take action. In this episode, we're going to talk about what is motivation and when do we feel it? What is discipline, and why is it more powerful? The key differences between motivation and discipline. Why discipline helps you succeed more than motivation. And how to build discipline in your daily life, especially for learning English. By the end of this episode, you'll understand which one you need more and how to use both to become stronger, more focused, and more confident on your English journey. So let's begin. What is motivation? Motivation is the feeling that makes you want to do something. It's like a small voice inside that says, "Let's go. You can do this." When you're motivated, you feel excited and full of energy. You feel like anything is possible. Motivation often comes when you think about something you really want. For example, you want to speak English fluently. You watch a video of someone speaking great English and feel inspired. You say, "Wow, I want to speak like that." That feeling is motivation. Maybe you listen to music or a podcast and suddenly feel ready to start learning. That's motivation too. We often feel motivated when something new or exciting happens. A student feels motivated at the start of a new school year. People feel motivated on January 1st when making New Year's goals. Maybe you buy a new notebook and write, "Day 1, let's learn English." And you feel great. In these moments, everything feels possible. But here's the problem. Motivation doesn't last. It comes and goes. One day you feel strong and excited. The next day, you feel tired or busy. Let's say today, you feel motivated and you study English with a smile. But tomorrow, you're tired. You sit down to study, but the feeling is gone. You say, "Not today. Maybe tomorrow." That's how motivation works. It depends on how you feel, and feelings change. This is why many people start strong but then stop. Think about this. How many people join the gym in January? They go every day for 1 week. Then they skip 1 day, then 2. Then they quit. Why? Because motivation was strong at the beginning, but later it disappeared. Why discipline is more powerful than motivation. Now that we know motivation doesn't last, let's talk about discipline and why it's more powerful. Discipline means doing the right thing even when you don't feel like it. You don't wait for a good mood. You don't wait for energy or inspiration. You just show up and do the work because you know it's important. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine two students. Student A only studies when they feel motivated. Some days they study a lot. Some days they do nothing. Student B studies every day at the same time, even when they feel tired or lazy. They just do a little bit each day. After 1 month, who do you think improves more? Student B, of course.
Why?
Because of discipline. Discipline creates consistency, and consistency brings results. Even if you only study English for 10 to 15 minutes a day, if you do it every day, you will improve. Discipline is like a muscle. Think of discipline like a muscle in your body. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. At first, it's hard. You want to skip it. But the more you practice, the easier it gets. And soon it becomes a habit. You don't need to feel ready. You just do it. Just like brushing your teeth, it becomes part of your routine. Motivation versus discipline. Key differences. Let's look at the main differences between motivation and discipline. Motivation discipline. Comes and goes, stays strong over time. Depends on feelings, depends on actions. Feels exciting at first, feels hard at first, easier later. Starts quickly, stops easily, grows slowly, but lasts longer. Good for starting, great for finishing. Both are useful. Motivation can help you start, but discipline helps you keep going and finish. Why discipline helps you succeed? The truth is, successful people don't always feel motivated, but they still show up and do the work. They don't wait for the perfect time. They create a system. They take small steps every day. That's discipline. You can't control your feelings every day, but you can control your actions. Discipline helps you grow, even on the hard days. And over time, your habits become stronger than your excuses. How to build discipline in your daily life, especially for English. Now, let's talk about how you can build discipline, step by step, especially for learning English. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Here are 5 simple steps you can follow. 1. Start small. Don't try to study for hours at first. That's too much, and it's hard to keep going. Do this instead. Start with just 10 or 15 minutes a day. Even 5 minutes is okay in the beginning. Small steps are easier to repeat, and discipline grows with repetition. 2. Create a routine. Choose a time that works for you, and do it every day at the same time. Morning? Afternoon? Evening? Choose one and make it your English time. For example, after breakfast, 10 minutes of listening. Before bed, 10 minutes of reading. The time doesn't matter. What matters is doing it every day. 3. Make it easy. Don't wait for the perfect app, perfect notebook, or perfect study plan. Just start with what you have. Listen to a short podcast. Read a simple article. Say 5 sentences out loud. The easier it is to begin, the harder it is to quit. 4. Track your progress. Use a simple calendar or notebook. Mark and cross-mark or white heavy check mark each day you study English. After a few days, you'll see your progress, and you won't want to break your streak. Seeing your effort helps you stay focused and feel proud. 5. Forgive yourself and keep going. Some days you will miss. That's okay. You are human. The key is, don't give up. Don't say, I failed. Just say, I'll try again tomorrow. Discipline is not about being perfect. It's about not quitting when things get hard. A simple mantra to remember. Motivation helps you start. Discipline helps you finish. How to use both discipline and motivation together. Now that you understand the difference, let's talk about how to use both discipline and motivation to grow stronger, more confident, and more successful, especially in your English journey. Motivation is the spark. Discipline is the fire. Think of motivation like a spark. It gives you energy to start. But a spark disappears quickly. That's why you need discipline. It keeps the fire burning. Use motivation to begin. Use discipline to continue. Here's how to combine both. 1. Start with inspiration. Watch a video. Listen to music. Read a success story. Use these moments to feel excited and say, "Yes, I want to do this." That's your motivation. 2. Then create a plan. Don't wait for motivation to come back. Make a simple plan and follow it. Example: I will study English for 15 minutes every evening after dinner. That's your discipline. 3. Celebrate small wins. After each study session, say, "Well done." This gives you a little motivation boost and helps you keep going. Even saying, "I did it," out loud can give your brain a happy feeling. 4. Stay around positive people. Motivation grows when you're with others who are learning too. Join a group, find a language partner, or listen to podcasts. Seeing others grow can inspire you and remind you that you're not alone. 5. Use motivation when you have it. Use discipline when you don't. Some days you'll feel excited, great, use it. Other days you'll feel tired, no problem, just do your routine anyway. Remember, you don't have to feel motivated to take action. Just taking action creates momentum, and that builds both confidence and results. So, which do you need more, discipline or motivation? You need both. But if you can only count on one every day, choose discipline. Because motivation is a feeling, and feelings change. Discipline is a habit, and habits change your life. A final reminder for you. Motivation gets you going. Discipline keeps you growing. Stay consistent. Stay kind to yourself. Keep showing up. That's how you succeed, in English and in life. Waking up early every day, even when you feel sleepy, is discipline. Brushing your teeth every night, even when you're tired, that's discipline too. Saying no to distractions like your phone when you need to study, that's discipline. It's not always exciting. It doesn't always feel fun, but it works. Why is discipline so powerful? Because discipline helps you do the important things, even when you don't feel like it. It keeps you moving forward, one small step at a time. Motivation is like the wind. It can blow in and give you speed. But discipline is like the engine. It keeps going even when the wind stops. Here's a simple truth. If you study English only when you feel like it, you will stop often. But if you study English even when you don't feel like it, you will grow faster and become stronger. That's the power of discipline. But don't worry, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to study for hours. You don't need to be serious every second. You just need to show up, even a little bit, every day. For example, listen to 5 minutes of English while walking. Write 3 new words in your notebook. Read 1 short story or article. Speak a few sentences out loud. That's it. Small actions, repeated often, build your discipline and your success. Let's review. Motivation helps you start. Discipline helps you continue. Use both to reach your goals. Going for a walk or doing exercise, even when the weather is bad, is discipline. Turning off your phone while you study? Also discipline. Choosing to study English for 20 minutes instead of watching TV? That's discipline, too. These actions may feel hard now, but over time, they make a big difference. Here's one important truth. Discipline is not about how you feel. It's not about being happy or full of energy. It's about doing what's right, even when you don't feel like it. It's about creating habits. It's about telling yourself, I don't want to, but I'll do it anyway. That's the mindset of someone who wins. And that's why discipline is stronger than motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. Motivation says, I'll do it when I feel good. Discipline says, I'll do it because I said I would. You don't have to study for hours. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Just show up every day, even for 10 minutes. That's the secret. So when someone says, I can't speak English because I'm not motivated, they're missing the point. You don't need to feel motivated every day. You need to be disciplined. You need to build habits. You need to say, I'll do it anyway. A powerful idea. Discipline gives you freedom. Yes, it sounds strange, but it's true. When you're disciplined, you feel proud of yourself. You feel strong and in control. You stop waiting. You start doing. You become the kind of person who takes action. That kind of person grows faster and reaches their goals. Motivation versus discipline. What's the difference? Let's compare them. Motivation is about feelings. Discipline is about actions. Example 1. Going to the gym. If the sun is shining and you feel full of energy, you go to the gym. That's motivation. But if you're tired, it's cold, and you still go to the gym, that's discipline. Example 2. Learning English. You watch a video of someone speaking fluent English. You feel excited. You open your book and start learning. That's motivation. But on a lazy day, when you're distracted or tired, and you still choose to study for 15 minutes, that's discipline. So, what happens on a normal day when you feel tired or lazy? Maybe your friends are going out. Maybe your favorite show is on. You don't feel like studying English. Now you have a choice. Do you skip it? Or do you stick to your plan? If you choose to study, even for just 10 or 15 minutes, that's discipline. You didn't feel excited, but you did it anyway. You showed up. That's how real progress happens. Here's a simple way to remember the difference. Motivation is when you want to do it. Discipline is when you do it, even if you don't want to. Both are helpful. But if you want to grow, improve, and reach your goals, discipline is more important. How to build more discipline in your life? You might be asking, how can I become more disciplined? Here are a few simple tips. 1. Start small. Don't try to change everything at once. Start with just 10 minutes a day of English. That's enough to build a habit. 2. Make a plan. Decide when and where you will study. Example, every day after lunch, I will study for 15 minutes. 3. Remove distractions. Turn off your phone. Close other tabs. Focus only on English. 4. Celebrate small wins. Did you study today? Great job. Be proud of yourself. These small wins build confidence. 5. Be kind to yourself. Some days will be hard. That's okay. Don't give up. Just show up again tomorrow. Discipline is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. It's about doing your best, even on the hard days. If you keep going, step by step, you'll be amazed at how far you can go. So now you understand the difference. Motivation helps you start. Discipline helps you continue. Motivation is like a spark. It feels good, but it doesn't last forever. Discipline is like fuel. It keeps the fire going, even when it's hard. If you want to improve your English or anything in life, don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait to feel ready. Instead, create a habit. Show up every day, even for a short time. Even on the boring days. Even on the busy days. This is how real learning happens. This is how strong people grow. You can do this, one small step at a time. Final message. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this episode helped you think deeply, feel inspired, and take action. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. If you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast or channel. And please share it with your friends who want to improve their English and their life. I'd love to hear from you. Send a message or leave a comment. What's one small habit you're going to start today? Keep learning, keep growing, and always remember, you don't need to wait for motivation. You have the power to choose discipline. Let's keep going together. Sometimes you don't feel like studying, but then you tell yourself, "No, I promised. I'll study for 15 minutes. I want to improve." So, you turn off the TV, sit down, and start. You're not excited, but you still do it. That's discipline. Motivation versus discipline. Motivation comes from your feelings. If you feel good, you act. If you don't, you don't. Discipline comes from your choice. It means doing the right thing, even when you don't feel like it. Motivation is like a friend who comes and goes. Discipline is like a best friend who stays with you every day. Motivation helps you start. Discipline helps you keep going, even when it's hard or boring. Example. Imagine it's raining and you're tired. Motivation says, "Let's skip today." Discipline says, "Let's do it anyway." Just one small step. If you only wait for motivation, you won't study often. But if you build discipline, you'll make progress every day. That's how you really grow, with small, regular actions. Why motivation is not enough. Let's be honest. Motivation feels great. It gives you energy and excitement, but it doesn't stay. Some days you feel lazy or busy. That's normal. If you always wait to feel motivated, you may never start. Start and then stop. Lose time. Give up. Motivation is like the weather, sometimes sunny, sometimes cloudy. You can't control it. Meet Lena. Lena wants to learn English. She feels excited and starts strong. She studies every day for a week. She's proud. But one day, she feels tired. She says, "I'll skip today." The next day, she still doesn't feel like studying. She says, "I'm not motivated." And slowly she stops. Why? Because she depended only on motivation. The lesson is simple. Don't wait to feel ready. Don't wait for motivation. Use it when it's there. But on the hard days, choose discipline. That's how real success happens. Lena said, "I'll wait until I feel ready." But days went by, and she didn't study. Weeks passed, her English didn't get better, and she lost confidence. She thought, "Maybe I'm just not good at languages." But that's not true. The real problem was she only used motivation. When motivation left, she had no plan, no habit, and no discipline to keep going. That's why she stopped. Lena's story is common. Maybe it happened to you too. You felt excited before, but then life got busy or hard, and you stopped. That's okay. It happens. But it shows us something important. Motivation alone is not enough. It's not strong enough to take you all the way to your goal. That's why many people start with excitement, but give up when it gets hard. They say, "I'm just not motivated anymore." But the real problem is they don't have a system, daily habits, or discipline. What can we learn? Motivation is helpful to start, but it can't keep you going forever. You need something stronger, discipline. You need to say, "Even if I don't feel like it, I will do something small today. Maybe 10 minutes of listening. Maybe reading a short story. Maybe repeating 10 English sentences. It doesn't matter if it's small. What matters is showing up. Motivation is like a wave. It goes up and down. Discipline is like a boat, steady and strong. The boat moves you forward even when the waves are big or small. If you wait for the wave, you may stand on the beach forever. But if you build the boat, you will move forward little by little every day. The people who succeed are not the ones who feel motivated all the time. They are the ones who keep going even on boring or hard days. They trust the process. Success is not one big day. It's many small days and small efforts, one step at a time. So don't wait for motivation. Create habits. Build your routine. Train your mind to work even if you don't feel like it. That's how real change happens. That's how you learn English. That's how you grow. That's how you win. Discipline is one of the most powerful tools you can have in life. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. It's like a strong bridge that helps you move from where you are now to where you want to be. Discipline means doing something again and again, even when you don't feel like it. It means doing the right thing, not just when it's easy or fun, but especially when it's hard or boring. This is why discipline is so powerful. It gives you control over what you do, no matter how you feel. Many people wait for motivation to start something. They say, "I'll start when I feel ready." But what if they never feel ready? They wait and often never start. Or they start but stop quickly because motivation is not strong every day. But with discipline, you don't wait for the perfect mood. You follow a plan. You do it because you decided to do it. That's the secret. Discipline keeps you moving forward, even on days when you don't want to do anything. Example, Adam's story. Adam wants to speak English fluently. He dreams of a better job, traveling, and meeting new people. At first, he feels very motivated. He watches videos, listens to podcasts, and studies 2 hours a day. But after 2 weeks, he gets busy and tired. His motivation drops. Many people stop here. But Adam is different. He knows the power of discipline. He makes a simple plan. I will study English for 30 minutes every day, no matter what. Even when he's tired or not excited, he keeps going. Some days he just listens to one story. Other days he writes 5 new words. Sometimes he practices speaking for 10 minutes. It doesn't matter how much. What matters is he shows up every day. After a few months, Adam feels more confident. He understands more words and speaks better. People notice and say, "Wow, your English is improving." He didn't become fluent in one day. It took time. But because he had discipline, he kept learning step by step. And small steps made big results. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. At first, it may feel hard. You may want to quit or think, "What's the point? I don't see quick results." But if you keep going, even with small steps, your mind becomes stronger. You stop waiting for motivation and trust your routine. One day, you'll look back and see how far you've come. Discipline also teaches patience. Today, people want fast results, like speaking English fluently in 1 week. But real learning takes time and practice. Discipline helps you stay calm and focused, even when progress is slow. It helps you see that every small effort counts. Discipline in other parts of life. A musician becomes great by practicing every day, not just when they feel like it. A writer finishes a book by writing 1 page at a time, not only when inspired. A runner finishes a marathon by running step by step for many miles. It's the same with learning English. You don't need to be perfect or excited every day. You just need to keep going. That's what discipline helps you do. The best part is discipline creates habits. When something becomes a habit, it feels natural. You don't have to think hard or push yourself so much. It becomes part of your daily life, like brushing your teeth or drinking water. At first, discipline takes energy. But later, it gives you energy, strength, and confidence. Discipline helps you feel proud because you do something important every day. Motivation can start the engine, but discipline drives the car. Even when the road is long, the weather is bad, or you feel tired, discipline keeps you moving toward success. You don't have to be the smartest or fastest, just consistent. That's the real power of discipline, turning small daily actions into big results over time. Discipline and motivation, the perfect team. Success needs both motivation and discipline. They aren't enemies. They work together perfectly. Motivation is the spark, the excitement, and energy you feel when you start something new. Discipline is the engine. It keeps you going when motivation fades. Motivation gets you started and fills you with positive feelings, like imagining yourself speaking English fluently or getting a better job. But motivation comes and goes, like the weather. Some days you feel great, other days tired or bored. If you depend only on motivation, you may stop when those feelings disappear. That's why discipline is the hero. Discipline is about decisions, not feelings. It means doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. Discipline helps you keep going after motivation leaves. It builds habits, turns goals into daily actions, and helps you finish what you started. Using motivation and discipline together. Motivation gives you the dream. Discipline turns it into reality. Motivation says, let's start. Discipline says, let's keep going until we finish. You need both like two legs to move forward with strength and balance. Example, Fatima's story. Fatima watches a video about someone who changed their life by learning English. She feels inspired. That's motivation. Fatima's story continued. Fatima starts excited and studies 2 hours every day. Life gets busy. She feels tired and motivation fades. She misses study days and doubts herself. But then she remembers discipline. Fatima makes a simple plan. Study 20 minutes every day, no matter what. Some days she studies more if she feels motivated, other days just 20 minutes, but she never stops. After a few months, she improves, feels proud, and realizes discipline turned motivation into lasting success. How motivation and discipline support each other. Discipline helps you take action daily. Taking action leads to small successes. These successes create new motivation. Motivation starts the fire. Discipline keeps it burning stronger and lights your path. Key message. You don't have to be special or wait for the perfect moment. Start with motivation, continue with discipline. If you fall or miss a day, get back up the next day. Progress is more important than perfection. Real-life tips to build discipline. Discipline isn't born with you. It can be learned and practiced. You don't need to be perfect, just grow a little every day. Step 1. Make a simple plan. A plan gives direction and clarity on what to do and when. Example, I will study 20 minutes every morning, or I will listen to one English podcast every day. Real-life tips to build discipline continued. 1. Make a simple plan. Your mind knows what to expect, and this helps you stay focused. 2. Start small. Don't try to do too much at once. Begin with small, easy actions every day. If 20 minutes feels hard, start with 10. If writing a whole page is too much, write 2 to 3 sentences. The goal is to build a habit, not to overwhelm yourself. 3. Stay consistent. Discipline grows through consistency, like brushing your teeth every day. Pick a specific time and place for your study routine, morning, lunch, or before bed. Doing it at the same time daily makes it feel natural. 4. Remove distractions. Turn off your phone notifications, find a quiet space, and tell others not to disturb you. This helps you focus better and finish your tasks faster. 5. Track your progress. Use a notebook, calendar, or app to mark every day you complete your study. Seeing your progress motivates you to keep going. 6. Reward yourself. After finishing your daily goal, do something enjoyable like watching a fun video or having a snack. This connects your habit to positive feelings, making it easier to continue. 7. Be patient and forgive yourself. Building discipline takes time. It's normal to miss days. Don't say, "I failed." Just start again. Every return makes you stronger. Practical examples for English learning. Learn 5 new words daily. Listen to a short podcast every day. Write 2 sentences in English each night. Final thought. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Even on tired days, keep showing up. In weeks, you'll see results and feel proud. Your confidence will grow, and the habit of learning will carry you forward. At first, discipline may feel hard, but with time, it becomes easier. Soon, you won't need to push yourself so much because discipline will become a natural part of who you are. So take the first step today. Make your plan. Start small. Stay consistent. And most importantly, trust yourself. You are capable of becoming disciplined. You are capable of learning English. You are capable of reaching your goals, one small step at a time. Let's reflect on the main message from today's discussion. Motivation is the feeling that inspires us to start something new. It's the burst of energy we get when we think about our dreams or feel excited about a new project. But motivation doesn't last forever. Some days, we wake up tired or unmotivated. On those days, motivation alone is not enough to push us forward. That's where discipline comes in. Discipline is the ability to keep going even when motivation is low. It's the choice to show up every day and do the work no matter how you feel. It's about creating habits and routines that keep you moving forward. Discipline is not about waiting for the perfect moment or the right feeling. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. That's why discipline is the key to long-term success. But while discipline is crucial, we must not forget the power of motivation. Motivation helps you start and gives you energy when you're tired. It sparks the fire. Discipline keeps it burning. Together, motivation and discipline create a powerful combination that can help you achieve anything you set your mind to. If you only rely on motivation, your efforts may be inconsistent, excited one day and giving up the next. But if you build discipline, you create a strong foundation that carries you through both good days and bad days. So, focus on building your discipline. Take action today. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start learning English or working on any other goal. If you wait for motivation, you might never begin. Instead, start right now. Set a small goal. Read a page of an English book. Listen to a podcast for 10 minutes. It doesn't matter if you feel motivated or not. What matters is that you begin. When you begin, you take the first step toward creating a habit of discipline. Remember, discipline doesn't have to be hard. It's about making small, simple choices every day. It's about showing up consistently, even when you don't feel like it. And over time, these small choices add up. Your discipline will grow stronger, and your progress will build on itself. You don't need to make huge changes all at once. You just need to keep going one step at a time. So, as you finish listening to this episode, I want you to think about what small step you can take today. Can you make a simple plan for your English learning? Can you commit to studying for just 10 minutes every morning? Can you remove distractions and focus for just a few minutes? Whatever it is, take that first step now. Don't wait for motivation. Use your discipline to take action today, and the results will follow. In the end, it's not about waiting for motivation to strike. It's about building discipline step by step until it becomes a natural part of your life. When you do this, you'll see that progress doesn't come from waiting for the perfect moment, but from making the right choices every single day. So, remember, discipline is the foundation for success. Motivation is the spark, but discipline is what keeps the fire burning. Take action today and let your discipline guide you toward your goals. You can do this one small step at a time. I hope you've learned something valuable about the difference between discipline and motivation and how both can help you reach your goals, especially when it comes to learning English. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate you taking the time to join me today. I hope you feel inspired to take action, even if it's just a small step, to start building more discipline in your life. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to listen again anytime you need a little motivation and discipline boost. Also, if you found this podcast helpful, please share it with a friend who might benefit from it. The more people we can help, the better. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment or feedback to let me know what you think. Your feedback is really important and helps me create better content for you. Thank you once again for tuning in. I'm excited for you to continue your journey toward success and learning. Keep building your discipline. Remember, you've got this. Until next time, take care, keep practicing, and see you in the next episode.